What is enterprise architecture? Many organizations struggle because their IT systems and business strategy pull in different directions. In the next few minutes, we will explore how enterprise architecture and frameworks like TOGAF help organizations design and align their technology, processes, and information to execute strategy effectively. Let's get started. Enterprise architecture is a practice that defines how an organization's strategy, processes, information, and technology work together as a coherent whole. Enterprise architecture spans four interconnected architecture domains that together form the enterprise blueprint. Business architecture defines the strategy, governance structures, organizational design, and business processes that drive organizational performance. It is the foundation that all other architecture domains must support. Information architecture defines the organization's data assets, what data exists, where it lives, how it flows, and how it is governed. In data-driven organizations, information architecture determines whether decisions are made on accurate, timely intelligence or on gut feel. Application architecture defines the software systems the organization uses, how they are structured, and how they integrate with each other. Poor application architecture leads to costly integration projects, data silos, and systems that cannot support business change. Technology architecture defines the hardware, networks, cloud platforms, and infrastructure that run all applications and services. It balances performance, security, cost, and resilience to support current and future business needs. Transition roadmaps are the plans that show how the organization will move from its current architecture state to its target state. They sequence investments, manage dependencies, and give stakeholders visibility into the path of change. These four terms are essential for anyone working with enterprise architecture. TOGAF is the dominant enterprise architecture framework globally. Its architecture development method, known as the ADM, provides a repeatable cycle for developing and maintaining architecture. TOGAF certification is widely recognized as the professional credential for enterprise architects. The four architecture domains, business, data, application, and technology, represent different layers of the enterprise. Each domain has its own models, artifacts, and stakeholders. The power of enterprise architecture comes from explicitly designing how these domains align and support each other. The architecture roadmap is the bridge between the current state and the future vision. It identifies the capability gaps, sequences the initiatives needed to close them, and manages the dependencies between investments. Without a roadmap, architectural transformation becomes ad hoc and misaligned. The architecture repository is the organizational memory of the EA practice. It stores current state models, target state designs, approved standards, reusable building blocks, and architectural decisions with their rationale. A well-maintained repository enables consistency across projects and prevents the same architectural mistakes from being made repeatedly. Enterprise architecture follows a structured development method from vision through implementation. The TOGAF ADM provides a phase-by-phase approach to developing enterprise architecture. The ADM begins with architecture vision, establishing the scope, stakeholders, constraints, and strategic objectives that will shape the architecture effort. A clear vision prevents the architecture team from solving the wrong problem. Architects develop detailed models of the current state across all four domains, then design the target state that will deliver the strategic vision. The comparison between current and target makes capability gaps visible and explicit. Gap analysis identifies what needs to change, new capabilities to build, legacy systems to retire, integrations to create, and processes to redesign. Each gap becomes an input to the architecture roadmap. The roadmap sequences all required changes into a coherent plan that manages dependencies, balances investment capacity, and delivers value incrementally. It is the primary output that connects architecture to project funding and delivery. Architecture governance ensures that projects and programs deliver in accordance with the approved architecture. Enterprise architects review designs, approve deviations, and update the architecture as the organization evolves. The TOGAF architecture development method is a continuous cycle with a preliminary phase and 8 development phases. The architecture vision phase sets the context for everything that follows. It clarifies what strategic problem the architecture is solving, who the key stakeholders are, what constraints must be respected, and what the target architecture must achieve. A well-defined vision prevents costly rework later. Business architecture models the future state of the organization, its strategy, value chains, capability model, and business processes. This is the anchor for all other architecture domains. Technology must serve the business, not the other way around. The information systems architectures, data and application, define how information is structured, stored, and accessed, and how software systems support business capabilities. These phases produce the data models, application portfolios, and integration designs that guide all IT investment. Technology architecture defines the platform on which applications run, cloud services, networks, servers, storage, and security infrastructure. It must meet the performance, reliability, and security requirements set by the business and information systems architectures. Opportunities and solutions is where the analysis converts into action. Architects identify the gaps between current and target state, group them into logical work packages, and sequence them on a roadmap that balances business value, technical dependencies, and investment capacity. Enterprise architecture prevents the misalignment and waste that occur when IT and business evolve independently. Organizations with a strong EA practice invest more effectively and change more quickly. Without enterprise architecture, IT projects are funded based on departmental demands rather than strategic priority. EA creates the direct line between business strategy and technology investment, ensuring every significant IT commitment advances organizational goals. Technical debt accumulates when short-term tactical decisions create long-term architectural problems. Enterprise architecture establishes standards, principles, and governance that guide decision-making and prevent new technical debt from being created while systematically retiring the old. In a rapidly changing environment, the ability to change quickly is a competitive advantage. Organizations with a well-maintained enterprise architecture can assess the impact of strategic changes faster, plan implementation more effectively, and deliver new capabilities at speed. When business and IT leaders share a common architectural view of the organization, decisions improve. The architecture provides a common language and shared model that enables productive conversations about trade-offs, investment sequencing, and risk. Enterprise architecture identifies where the same capability exists in multiple redundant systems and where shared services could replace departmental silos. These rationalization opportunities reduce operating costs and simplify the IT landscape significantly. The difference between organizations that practice EA and those that do not is visible in how they handle change. Without enterprise architecture, every project makes local optimization decisions without visibility into the broader impact. IT landscapes grow complex, duplicated, and fragile over time. Strategic changes take years to implement because no one understands the full scope of what needs to change. Costs rise and agility declines as technical debt accumulates. With enterprise architecture, the organization has a shared model of how everything connects. Projects are evaluated against architectural standards before implementation begins. Strategic changes can be modeled in the architecture before investment decisions are made. The result is a more coherent, maintainable IT landscape that responds to business needs rather than constraining them. Let us close with the 4 essential ideas from this overview of enterprise architecture. Ready to practice enterprise architecture? The full Udemy course takes you through agile EA approaches, TOGAF concepts, architecture modeling, and roadmap development with practical case studies. Click the link below to enroll and start aligning technology with business strategy. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more explainer videos. See you in the next one.